Okay, let's get into it. When you hear the term voice AI, what do you think of? Probably a simple chatbot, maybe one of those frustrating phone menus where you just end up yelling operator, right? Well, today we're going to look at something totally different. We're talking about a comprehensive AI system that acts less like a piece of software and more like a new kind of employee. And right out of the gate, the source material makes this really bold claim. I mean, comparing anything to the revolution that smartphones caused, that's a huge statement. But it really sets the stage perfectly. We're not talking about a small upgrade here. We're talking about a fundamental change in how businesses can run. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to meet this digital employee. Then we'll see how it can capture revenue you might be losing. After that, we'll look at automating customer relationships, boosting your marketing, and finally, how it helps organize the entire business from the inside out. All right, first up, let's really dig into this core idea. You've got to forget everything you think you know about automated phone systems. This is so much more than a fancy answering machine. Think of it as your first digital hire. So, what is it exactly? Well, it's a single AI system that's built to fill dozens of different roles inside a company. Roles that would normally take a whole team of people. We're talking receptionist, sales team, operations, you name it, all rolled into one. And just look at the sheer number of hats it can wear. Yeah, it's the receptionist scheduling appointments, but it's also the sales assistant following up on every lead, the dispatcher coordinating your technicians, even the billing department and customer service rep. It's like a Swiss Army knife for your entire operation. And this is where it gets kind of wild. It has the traits of a perfect employee. It never sleeps, never calls in sick, and it never gets overwhelmed no matter how busy you are. It won't ask for a raise, it never forgets a single detail, and it doesn't have bad days. It just does the job perfectly, every single time. Okay, so the concept is cool, but let's talk about what really matters, the bottom line. How does this actually make a business money? This next part is all about its most critical job, capturing revenue that would otherwise just disappear. And it all starts with a question that probably keeps business owners up at night. What happens when you close at 5 p.m. or when a call goes to voicemail because you're tied up? How much money are you literally leaving on the table? Well, the answer is pretty shocking. For a lot of service-based businesses, think plumbers, lawyers, contractors, it's somewhere between 40 and 60% of their best leads. That's a massive, massive leak in the bucket. So here's how the AI plugs that leak. Imagine it's 2 in the morning and someone calls with a burst pipe. The AI answers instantly. It figures out it's an emergency, quotes the higher after-hours rate, collects a credit card deposit on the spot, and dispatches the on-call tech. The owner wakes up to find money already in the bank from a job they never even touched. So it nails those high-stakes emergency calls, but what about the long game? Actually nurturing all your leads and keeping customers happy. This is where we shift from a one-time transaction to building automated relationships that work around the clock. The magic word here is consistency. Human teams get busy, they forget things, leads fall through the cracks, but this AI becomes a relentless follow-up engine. It calls new web leads in seconds, it follows up on old quotes, it even reactivates customers you haven't heard from in years. It never, ever drops the ball. That same consistency pays off big time in other areas too, like tackling the huge problem of appointment no-shows by automatically confirming, sending reminders, and even letting customers reschedule with a simple text or call. The AI drastically cuts down the number of empty, unpaid spots in your calendar. Okay, next up, let's see how this AI transforms into a powerful marketing tool. The source actually calls this part a million-dollar component. And it's all about turning your normal customer interactions into an automated engine for your online reputation and search rankings. Now, this is a really clever feature. You know how Yelp has those aggressive filters that can hide reviews if they look too similar? To get around that, the AI can take a customer's feedback and generate 2 totally unique reviews. One is packed with keywords for Google, and the other is rewritten as a natural-sounding story designed to sail right through Yelp's filters. You get double the marketing punch. But it gets even smarter. It doesn't just ask for reviews. It analyzes what's being said in every single phone call. It pulls out the exact questions people are asking to generate blog post ideas. It identifies the exact phrases they use to describe their problems. It basically turns your customer conversations into an endless supply of SEO gold. All right, so it handles customers, it handles leads, it handles marketing. What about the internal chaos? This is the final piece of the puzzle, turning your business into a self-organizing system by automating all that complicated back-office work. Imagine this. After every single call, every interaction, the AI automatically pushes detailed notes and updates right into your company's CRM, whether it's HubSpot or Salesforce or any other major platform. It updates the lead status, assigns tasks, logs the whole history, completely eliminating hours of tedious manual data entry. This frees up your human team to focus on what they do best. And its usefulness goes way beyond just the CRM. For legal compliance, every call is recorded and transcribed. For HR, it can act as a training tool, running new hires through simulated customer calls and grading how they do. And for the owner, it's like a personal assistant, sending a summary of the day's activity every single evening. Which brings us to the big final question. After seeing all these features from answering phones to training staff, what is the actual product here? What is a business owner really buying? Because it's not just about the technology. They're buying back their time. They're buying flawless consistency. They're buying more revenue with fewer headaches. And maybe the most important thing of all, they're buying peace of mind. They're buying a system that protects their business from chaos. And that leads us to the ultimate takeaway. This isn't just another piece of software. It's a whole new way of looking at your business. As the source concludes, this voice AI is the first digital employee they'll ever hire and probably the best one they'll ever have. It really reframes the whole conversation around what automation can be.